hard for us to not smile when we see something like that. It really is. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about a topic that a lot of friends have brought to my attention. Michael, what do I do to convince someone who's not as excited about Disney as we are to go and have a magical time? Let's address the obvious one first. Disney is for the entire family. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. It's for everyone. It's for everyone. You know this, I know this, but there are some who don't know this, and that's okay. That is okay. We have open minds and open hearts as we're thinking about what others might enjoy. Let's start off by addressing a few misconceptions about Walt Disney World. First one, Disney World is just for kids. That one is just not true. It's just simply not true. There are so many adults around me here without children, I'm telling you, enjoying the magic together, and that was Walt's whole vision, to enjoy it together. Whether your family is just you and one other person, or it's just maybe you and friends that you bring on your phone. Family can mean anything. It can mean anything. So the idea that it's just for kids, not quite right. There are plenty of only adults here. Another very common misconception about Disney is that every single ride is made for kids. And I can tell you right now with Rock and Roller Coaster, Toy Story Midway Mania, I honestly, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, Tower of Terror, so many others, that's clear that it's not. It's just not. It may take some convincing to have someone who's never been before understand that, but if you're able to tell them, oh, look at this roller coaster that goes upside down, or can you beat my high score at Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin? It's those kind of questions that you want to have in mind when you're talking to someone who may be a little bit skeptical about Walt Disney World. Another common misconception, it's always super hot at Disney. Well, we're living proof of it right now. I was freezing the other day, and when I say freezing, I mean 50 degrees, so take that from wherever you're coming from. How does that feel to you? 50 degrees, though, when you're coming from a place that's negative 5 degrees, you see what I mean? So there are definitely different perspectives on that one. Now, if you know that the person that you're bringing with you loves something extra special, like let's say holiday magic, then why not bring them to the most magical place on Earth during the holidays for something extra fun? Now, the merriest time of year also brings the most intense crowd time of year. So if you have someone in your family who is a little skeptical about Walt Disney World and you know they don't like crowds, weigh them out. Weigh them out. What is the most important? Now, let's think about some of those attractions that are fantastic for adults. You might be thinking to yourself, Buzz Lightyear, Michael? Buzz Lightyear? I'm serious, Buzz Lightyear. Can you get to Galactic Hero? That's the big question. I've ridden Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin more times than I can count. I even know exactly what Buzz Lightyear is going to say, but I love it. I love it over and over and over again. I always go for that Galactic Hero and don't always get it. And even if you're an expert and get Galactic Hero from time to time, the challenge doesn't stop. You continue on and try to be the very best you can with the other gun here. It's true that there are some who are still going to say, Michael, I want an even greater challenge. But think about it. You got one challenge right here and the next challenge right there. There are some friends who tell me, Michael, there's just too much to do. What about a person who comes in and feels overloaded? In my opinion, that should be the least of your concerns, because then they'll say, oh, I want to go back again. But if that's the case, if that is the case, you can also consider those resorts. The resorts are great just to kind of visit and relax if you think that your family member or friend would prefer something like that, and you know them best. That being said, overstimulation might not be your concern. Maybe it's understimulation. Well, not to worry. Disney's all about those dance parties. You can find a lot of friends dancing the night away and playing games along with the DJ all around. Another very common misconception that I hear all the time is that Disney only has theme park food. No, it's true that you can find burgers and fries and pizza and chicken nuggets in the parks and in a spot like Cosmic Rays, which, by the way, is awesome. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, they have plenty of options. One of my favorites to get some very unique food inside the Magic Kingdom is Skipper Canteen. That's just one example, and their food is truly spectacular. The Falls, Dr. Falls' signature grilled steak is one of the best I have ever had. Hey, you heard me right. I love that steak, and it's more than just that. They have delicious options throughout the entire menu. And not to worry, for those who don't like those character meals, this is not one of them. This is a very unique style meal. It's a little bit fun and funny at the same time. Another common one I hear is that I've done it all before. I've been to Disney before. I've seen it all. I've done it all. I haven't done it all. That's what it goes to show how much I love it. I still haven't done it all. And there are always special things that are happening, even to something as classic as the Jungle Cruise turns into the Jingle Cruise for the holidays. Ask that friend who has been many times and has already seen it. Have you seen the Jingle Cruise before? Now, continuing on that same idea of seeing everything before, have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean with the new Halloween Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween overlay? If not, that's something else that's new. So it goes to show, even though you've been to Walt Disney World many times, maybe this person says they've been to Walt Disney World as many times as they want to go, there are always more things to see and do. One you may have heard before, my kids are too young to really appreciate it. Now that one I can definitely see the validity to. You're going to wait a little bit longer, especially if it's a very uncommon occurrence for you to go to Walt Disney World. But if you're trying to convince someone who has maybe some younger kids, not too young, but younger kids to go with you to Walt Disney World, you can remind them that even rides as popular as Splash Mountain have rider swap, where you wait in the line, and even if your child is under 40 inches, which is the minimum requirement, you can swap at the end of the ride so the other adult can enjoy it. That way, no one misses out on the fun. Now, if you love Disney as much as I do, you may be saying to yourself, okay, I know what to do, I know what to avoid now, things I want to be careful of. But there's one other thing I do want to mention to you. If you're thinking about bringing someone to Disney who maybe has never been before or a little skeptical about it, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I've got all the things. I can go to Space Mountain, and we can go to Small World and Haunted Mansion, and if we rush over, we can... That kind of rushing around, as much as many of us who love Disney love to do that, and I've did it for years, trust me, absolutely. Those who are a little skeptical of Disney or first time at Disney may feel a little bit rushed at the end of a vacation where we end up doing that. So it's just something to be vigilant of. If you want them to come back again and enjoy it and really have a great time, sometimes slowing down, especially for those who are a little skeptical at first, to let them kind of figure it out. Maybe we'll go to Haunted Mansion and maybe we'll just relax on the beach at the Polynesian sometimes. That kind of, relaxing into it gets them excited for a future Disney vacation. Just my 2 cents. So now for the bigger question. Can anyone come to Disney and enjoy it? In my opinion, anyone with an open mind and open heart can come to Disney, even if they're skeptical at first, and truly come away with a smile on their face. Even though I believe that anyone can love Disney, does that mean that everyone will love Disney? This one's a little bit more difficult. Took some time to think about this one. I wish I could say yes. Wish I could. But in this specific example, no. That is not supposed to be a deterrent. It's not supposed to be a deterrent, it's just the truth. Again, I do believe that anyone with an open mind and open heart can love it. Can absolutely love the magic as much as we do, absolutely. But there are some who are just not going to prefer it or say, I prefer something different. And that's okay. That's okay, that's what the world is all about. But if you're trying to motivate someone to at least try the magic. Try a few of these tips, try a few of these ideas, it may help. I sure hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you're thinking about asking someone to share in the magic with you who's a little bit less than enthusiastic about the place where dreams come true, if you have any other thoughts, tips, and tricks about how to motivate someone who might be a little bit skeptical of the magic, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.